One of the biggest problems defensive backs have is open field tackling. You can be strong enough, you can be fast enough, but if you don't know these techniques, you're going to be missing tackles. I have a play that is probably the best open field tackle I've ever seen, and I'm gonna break it down all in one shot. I remember all the pointers I wanna do because it's such a great tackle. When you learn these techniques, everything becomes a lot easier. Everything makes sense. You're gonna stop missing open field tackles. You're gonna stop getting juked, and you're gonna start adding place your highlight tapes of open field tackles. And when you get really good at it, you can get some big hits just like this. So the first thing that these defensive back, but this is obviously field goal return, field goal team, the first thing he does really well is close the space, especially in special teams. But whenever we're in this open field situation, you have to run downfield fast. You have to sprint towards the ball carrier and close that distance. If you wait back, you're giving them a bunch of time to make a move. You're gonna let them get more yards and more momentum into the tackle, so they might truck you. So number one is close the distance, take the air out of it. Number two is know your leverage and keep it. In this situation, the defender is outside leverage, he's contained. So he's not 5 yards outside of everything and not even a part of the play. I know some guys will play contain, but coach, I did my job, but realistically, they're 5 yards away, they're not doing anything. He's outside leverage, just on the outside shade of the ball carrier. If the ball carrier wanted to cut to the outside, which is kind of what happens, they're gonna make contact, he's gonna be right there. If he wanted to go to the inside, then the defender's just gonna change his angle, chase him, and eventually his teammates will be there if he happened to not make the tackle. But it's important to know your leverage. If he loses the contain, it's gonna be a problem because he'd give up the sideline. So he has his leverage. You can see he's outside of the ball carrier. So take the air out of it, take the distance out, and then know your leverage and keep it. Now going into the actual tackle, it's very important that you have this power position for the tackle. So you're not hitting, lots of guys will make this mistake. They're going to the tackle and then drop down to their knees. I don't know if it's because they're scared of making contact or whatever it is, but you're not strong like this. You have to treat it like if you're pushing a sled, you have 1 foot up, 1 foot back, and you're in this power position on contact. This is where you're gonna be your most powerful and be able to deliver that big blow. The next thing he does really well is run his feet after contact. So after you hit, you can't just drop, you can't just stop. The ball carrier is gonna keep running. So you have to go and keep driving your feet and be very aggressive as you pump, 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 drive your feet. So remember, after you make contact, you always have to drive your feet. Now for the actual tackle, he's in that nice power position. You can see he's running his feet after he makes contact. A couple other things when we're making that contact, we want that near foot and near shoulder. Now we don't need it, but it is good because that's where we're going to get the most power. So outside leverage, the ball carrier is on the inside. We're going into the tackle, we're making contact. That's how we get lots of power. That near foot to him is up. We're hitting with that near shoulder. It's going to help us keep our leverage also and protect our head. We don't want to turn our body like this. We want to stay on the outside, have our head out of it. That's another great thing he does. His head is on the side, it's out of contact. So run downfield, keep our leverage, near foot, near shoulder in that power position, make contact, heads to the side of it, keep driving his feet through contact. What you might have missed in this clip though, is when he's wrapping the legs, which is another key, wrap the legs up because then they can't go anywhere. He's squeezing them, pulling them together. If you have a ball carrier, picture somebody with huge legs, okay? If you wrap them up here, they can keep pumping their legs. If you wrap a leg or two, they can kind of keep pumping, they might break out of it. But if you wrap their legs, squeeze them together, and you're driving your feet, the only way he's gonna go is down or backwards. And we don't wanna just tackle and get run over. We wanna make powerful tackles like this, where we're making contact, driving our feet, and hitting them backwards. So quick summary of what we said so far. Take the air out of it, go downfield quick, keep your leverage. As we're going into contact, have that power position, run your feet through contact, hit with that near foot, near shoulder, heads to the side out of it, wrap the legs, squeeze, and again, running your feet is gonna give you that power And the last tip I'll leave you with this video, I'd say is the most important one for tackling, whether it's an open field or not. First, if you're a defensive back, join our app Lockdown Academy. This is the all-in-one defensive back training app. There's a variety of programs to work through and resources to develop your football IQ also. So click the description below, the link right after you're done watching this video. But now for the last pointer is mentality. Most guys are scared of getting hurt. They're scared of tackling. You'll see they're not even running downfield. They're just waiting back for the ball carrier. They don't really want to make contact. The field opens up. They're scared they're going to miss a tackle. Mentality is the biggest things with tackles. You have to train yourself to be excited to go make the tackle. You have to see the ball carrier as your prey and you're on the hunt. You're excited to go hit him hard, and you know you're going to make the tackle. Mentality is a huge part of it. You have to be excited to tackle, not scared of contact. There's a couple ways to develop this. You get confidence working open field tackling drills to develop your confidence, know you're going to make the tackle. We have an open field tackling program in Lockdown Academy. As you get stronger, it helps develop your confidence as well because you know you're going to deliver a powerful hit. We have training programs to get stronger on Lockdown Academy as well. And I'd say the last thing for going into tackles is just getting reps for it. So when you're in practice, work on getting down the field, tagging the guy's hip, work on the footwork, get as many reps as you can, and watch guys' highlights. So I used to watch Sean Taylor's highlights all the time, and I'd visualize myself making a play. And then when I was on the field and the ball carrier's going this way, I'm coming this way. In a split second, I'm like, oh yeah, this looks like that Sean Taylor play. And I've lived it in my head before. I got that visual rep. So now I'm on the field, I'm ready to go do it. And I'm confident because I know exactly what it looks like. I know I've put in the work. I know I've done it time and time again. So I know I'm gonna go make the tackle. So take these tips, go improve your open field tackling and tackling in general. I'm tired of seeing ball carriers not get tackled in the open field. And again, if you're serious about your craft, defensive back or defensive back coach, click that link below to join Lockdown Academy, the all-in-one defensive back training app.